Welcome everybody to another Mario Kart Double Dash Time Trials League match. We have two very high-level players, GoombaNL, who is the world champion, versus basebalkid, ranked 8th in the world. Should be an exciting match here. And the bans are Goomba banned Daisy Cruiser, like he always does, and basebalkid has banned Bowser's Castle. And of course, Goomba gets the first pick. He's going to go to Mario Circuit after he's done doing some warming up here on DDJ. Then we'll get right into it. I think Goomba typically feels pretty comfortable warming up here. It's a pretty consistent track for most players. And it involves a lot of different little movements that'll, it's just good for warming up, okay? I don't know how to explain much beyond that. And they are off. Almost getting stuck with basebalkid, but narrowly gets around that corner. Goomba had some weird line corrections there, but it worked out. Both on solid pace so far. Pretty neck and neck. No Goomba hits. Always good to see. Those lap 1 Goombas can be tough to avoid if you're not careful. Alright. Oh, bit of a tree bump. Both double tree bump from basebalkid. Not getting terribly stuck, but that will be a bit of a setback. Yeah, just narrowly ahead on that corner. And Goomba even doing an extra MT through there. basebalkid, unfortunately, hitting a Goomba. Lap 2 Goomba is not too common to hit, but of course, if your line gets a little bit off, it's always possible to hit them. Typically, lap 3 Goombas are the real worry factor if you're on really good pace. Oh no, basebalkid getting stuck again. Looking like Goomba will be off to a 1-0 lead here. With a 127, which is just utterly ridiculous. The world record is less than a second better than that. By Goomba, of course, he has the record here. As he does on most tracks. And now it's time for basebalkid's counter pick. Let's see where he decides to go. basebalkid is a very intellectual man. I think he's going to use some serious mind games here and have some good picks. His first mind game, of course, playing on daylight savings time that Goomba even forgot it was DST. Shaking him a bit up already off the bat. We'll see if that affects his mindset or not. I don't think it really affected a Mario Circuit. That was just probably the best Mario Circuit you could hope to get in a one try. And they're going to Baby Park. Interesting second pick here. So Goomba is going to go for a sideways swag strat that's very risky, very difficult to pull off. He makes it look easy though. Like, I don't know. We'll see. He's probably going to do that, and the basebalkid's going to do 8MT, which is a pretty common high-level strat. Not nearly as hard, but of course, always possible to hit a corner and just lose all your time. Alright, very solid opener. basebalkid with a better opener with a 9.8. But I'm thinking that lead will slowly dwindle as time goes on, yeah. 9.4 to 9.0. It's pretty much impossible to get 9.0 laps with NMT. I think it's like barely possible. But yeah, I think he's gonna slowly fall behind. Just cannot compete with this sideways strat, man. It's insane. It's insanity. Oh, a sub 9 lap. Oof. Bit of a sketchy setup, but baseball does get the shrooms. And wow. Yeah, I don't think that time is even possible with 8MT, 103.5. So Goomba will be taking that pretty solidly. He's just a monster at Baby Park. Just nailing that strat every time I've seen him do it in a one try. It's crazy. These players are warmed up. That's for sure. And now Baseball Kid is opting to go to Mushroom City. I don't have much to say at the moment, but potentially if no one hits a car here, I think it could be pretty close. It seems like typically, like so far this tournament, there's always one player that hits a car pretty early on or something and then falls way behind because the cycles are way off. But we will see. Oh, missing the start boost from Baseball Kid. Not a huge time loss, but could throw off his cycles a tiny bit. Just enough to sort of discombobulate him. I don't know, we'll see. Avoids that taxi. Yeah, that taxi would usually not be there yet on the cycle that these players get. But he avoids it, and is actually not too far behind as far as I can tell. Yeah, only 0.2 behind. It's a race, folks. Missing the start boost is actually less time lost than you would probably expect. Maybe like a 0.4 difference. Looking like my prediction of a consistent and close play here is working out so far. I don't want to curse it, but whew, inside of the car, almost falling in. Baseball Kid. Gonna make it up another 0.4 there. It's a 0.6 difference. But not over yet. We got one more lap. One more lap of dodging cars. Oh, I think he dropped that MT. Bumped that corner. However, it's very neck and neck. Goomba's gonna play it safe. Baseball Kid going inside the truck, and whew, that was a close one. Only 0.4 difference, but Goomba's still gonna take it. Very good race. I'm glad that was a close one, like I was hoping. Solid stuff from both players. Baseball Kid just really has to keep playing out of his mind. And he could, honestly, he has the skill to beat out Goomba. Even if he has like a less than ideal run for his standards. He's just got to keep hammering out the solid times, which I know he can do. Now Mushroom Bridge. Both car levels back to back. This one a bit shorter, but still possible to get stuck in a few places and lose some serious time. Oh, just that Goomba getting stuck on the railing there. I swear this track is cursed. He's messed up here before like that, I think. Or I think it was in a different way, but like still similar time loss. Having to shroom to regain acceleration. Let's see if Baseball can clutch this out and get a point on the board. Reminder that Goomba has lost literally a handful of games this entire tournament, league, so far. So Baseball taking this is huge. But still, one more lap to go. Let's see if he can clutch it. Go inside this truck. Oh no! The notorious lap 3 truck coming out. It's neck and neck again, but he was gonna clutch it out. I think Baseball has no idea that Goomba messed up. He's just playing as if he always would. I can't tell who's gonna win. Oh, but Goomba still narrowly takes it. Despite that awful tunnel stackage. Just bringing it back. My goodness. I thought for sure baseball would have that, but unfortunately the lap 3 track just reared its ugly head. You hate to see it. Dang, dude. And next up we have Peach Peach. Seems like baseball's strategy here is to get the quote-unquote safer tracks out of the way, and then finish off with the more risky tracks where baseball really shines, like DDJ especially. Okay, I think baseball might have touched a bit of grass there at the end of that corner. Couldn't really tell. Interesting pink rock corner. Goomba's gonna be ahead, lap 1, at about 0.8. Man, it's gonna be hard to come back from. Could still have a grass encounter of his own, though. But man, Goomba's just playing so solid right now. Daylight savings time Goomba, ladies and gentlemen. Seems to be unaffected. Oh, looking like that. Okay, actually that was fine. Alright. But I don't think baseball can bring this back, unfortunately. But still gonna be a 108 time, from what I can tell. Yeah. 107.4. That is just unreal. That has to be like the best one-try Peach Beach time I've ever seen. Holy cow, that even beats baseball's PR. My goodness. So that was like a, let me check. What rank time would that be? That was a top 5 Peach Beach time in a one-try from Goomba. Just so you know. But anyway, baseball opting for Wario Coliseum here. I don't think this is one of baseball's stronger tracks, but he has been playing it in recent months. So pretty familiar with the lines here and whatnot. I don't really see where baseball lost time. It seems like he's already like a little bit behind, but the bigger factor here is the spiral, and looking like Goomba had much better R-Tech. He's probably a good second ahead now. And both players feeling confident holding their shrooms for lap 2. Sometimes in one tries you want to use your shrooms on lap 1 when it doesn't really matter. Just on the off chance you might fall off and then lose your shrooms as a result. Alright, smooth attack. Ooh, Goomba getting a bit stuck at the end of that corner past the finish tape, but saves it. Alright, another R-Tech opportunity here. Oh man, Goomba's was looking pretty decent. Baseball as well. Interesting strat difference that baseball does in this corner. He will actually do an MT like on that corner as opposed to holding a drift and then emptying on the straightaway. I'm not sure if that's like comparable or slower, or I don't know, but just an interesting difference in strategies you can do there. But yeah, Goomba will take this one as well. 157 to a 2 even. So really, so far, baseball has made no major mistakes. He's just being outplayed as expected because Goomba hasn't messed up yet. We'll see if the rule of thumb comes in where Goomba will mess up one track, give you one opportunity to take one, or he'll just be sick on all of them. Who knows? So Sherbert Land coming up. This is match point. This is a somewhat risky track, I'd say. On lap 2 or lap 3, Shy Guy cycles can be kind of tough to call based on what pace you're on. You gotta really know your cycles. Looking like Goomba messed up the sideways movement a bit there, but then he kind of saved it at the end. Baseball with a 0.1 lead out of lap 1. Oh, and there is the Shy Guy hit from Goomba. The pressure is on baseball now. And both players are going to shroom on lap 3. I was thinking Goomba might be like on a cycle that's more conducive to lap 2 shrooms, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm pretty terrible at SL, so I'm not too familiar with the cycles here, but these players clearly know. Has Goomba seriously already caught up? That's ridiculous. But will that Shy Guy be the difference? Yes! Baseball takes it! By less than 0.1. So point on the board. Still match point. Good stuff, Baseball Kid. But it's still crazy that despite hitting a Shy Guy, which is like a pretty sizable time loss, still just like narrowly losing. Alright, and Goomba, of course, gonna pick another track he's pretty comfortable with, Luigi Circuit. We may see a 114 here, unless he may be feeling that tilt from that loss there, I don't know. Either way, probably gonna be solid times all around. Okay. Oh, dropping that MT, Baseball Kid. But he still avoids the sand, which is, you know, the main thing. Don't want to go in that sand. A bit of a grass touch, though. You're having a much more solid lap 1. Alright, very smooth section there from Baseball Kid. 24.7 lap. Nothing to shake his stick at. But Goomba still with a 0.1 better lap, regardless. And that will do it. Yeah, 114.5. I think that's the best time so far in this whole league. Beating Baseball Kid's PR. I guess he bounced back real quick after that SL loss. Alright, so 7 points for Goomba. He will get the 5 bonus points, but opportunity for bonus points still on the table. Baseball gonna go to DK Mountain. Arguably the most inconsistent track next to DDJ. And one of Baseball Kid's favorites, so... If these players don't mess up the shortcut or get stuck on the mountain, we could be in for some serious racing here, folks. Alright, slight cannon entrance lead on Goomba's head. That's hardly going to matter in the grand scheme of this whole track. So Goomba went ahead and trimmed on lap 1. Although it seems like the stream has frozen him in place. Oh no. Just some stream issues. He's back, folks. I think Goomba's a little bit ahead. But they're both on very good pace. Actually, he's like not even hardly ahead at all. Reminder that he still has only one shroom, while Baseball has both. Having one now, none for Goomba. Some dropped MTs from Baseball. Having to correct his line a bit down this slope. Goomba increasing his lead. Oh, then the stuck. Just barely not having a good angle. He had like some sketchy R-tech approaching that shortcut, which caused that to happen. Unfortunate. Basebalkid's lap 1 was looking real solid. Very tough to be consistent on this track, as you can probably tell by how bumpy and crazy it all is. Yeah, Baseball. Unfortunately messing up 2 shortcuts. Goomba with a 143.0. Doesn't quite beat his PR, which in Basebalkid's book is a victory. Just kind of funny to say, but yeah, man. Or wait, no. Scratch that. Goomba beat Baseball's PR by like 0.01. That's funny. Okay, now here is the notorious Dino Jungle pick from Baseball. This is his track. Will he go for the Shroomless? The Hail Mary Shroomless to beat Goomba in a super clutch showing? We can only hope. That'd probably be the hypest moment of this whole tournament. But of course, Shroomless, extremely inconsistent. Maybe like 1 in 4 consistency, even for like the best of players when grinding attempts of this track. I wouldn't expect him to go for it. But... oh, and then yeah, hate to see it. Baseball going in the side of the ramp. Unfortunate. He was just hugging that side a little bit too close. He was trying to go for like the super optimal hugging of the side there, but sometimes you just try to be too optimal and it bites you in the neck, bites you in the back, bites you just wherever that the proper saying there is. I don't even know. Oh man. And yeah, now Baseball is trying for Shroomless because, you know, not much to lose at this point. Still have an opportunity lap 3 to go for it. It'd be another one in the books of the stats of this tournament. I believe only one other player's actually gotten to Shroomless, and it might have been Goomba. I don't really remember. Not a very tournament viable strat. He's gonna go for it again. Let's see if he gets it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, not quite. A little bit too far left. That just goes to show how hard it is. It's a very difficult track. And of course, Goomba with another low 143. Just utterly ridiculous times coming out. Like it's nothing. Next up, Baseball is taking him to Dry Dry Desert. The potential for some big mistakes is always possible here. But, if no pillar bonks or pokey hits happen, it's a somewhat consistent track, I'd say. You know, just avoid mistakes, it'll be consistent. Easy, right? Anyway. Bit of a slower shroom entry from Baseball, but, you know, still pretty even. Very nice lines around these dunes. Good corner. Only a 0.3 difference. Dropped MT from Baseball. Every dropped MT, well, it kind of depends, but the rule of thumb is it costs about 0.1 to drop an MT. The very unfortunate thing is when a dropped MT causes you to go into a pit or hit something. So the dropped MT in and of itself is not too major, but like the chain reaction of what it can lead you to drive into is the bigger issue there. Oh man, Baseball dropping all kinds of MTs right now. Not gonna help against Goomba. Oh, almost 128. The low 129. Very solid. Okay, so up next, Baseball going to Rainbow Road. A longie but a goodie, I guess you could say. Well, is it a goodie? I don't know. It's subjective. Goomba has been trying to go for the 3-lap and flap world records here. Two of the few records he doesn't have in this game at the moment. So I'm thinking he'll be pretty warm here, which could lead to a pretty solid time. That being said, one mistake in your line, one dropped MT, one anything can careen you toward your death in Rainbow Road, as I'm sure anybody's well aware of. Those players getting 6 MTs in that first section. Oh no! Oh, not the start you want to see! Oh man. So what you want to do there, you actually do want to bump that corner to get a better line. That's the optimal strat. But Baseball bumping it a little bit too close and getting turned around. Oh man. However, I'm optimistic, and you know, he's only one fall off from Goomba behind, I'd say. It is anybody's race. Goomba going ahead and shrooming there. Baseball probably not gonna shroom because he ain't scared. He ain't gonna lose those shrooms. Yep. Not in a million years. Alright, he just... I think Baseball's a bit worried by that corner now. Playing it super safe, going around it entirely. Can't blame him. Okay. Goomba getting all the EMTs, doing some amazing A-tech on that section. Whenever you see these players being able to drift relatively straight, chances are it's an advanced technique called A-tech, where you release the A button at certain times to improve your line. It's a crazy concept, releasing A in a Mario Kart game to go fast, but Double Dash is crazy, man. That's all I gotta say. And unfortunately, okay, well, I was about to say it looks like Goomba's not falling off, but Baseball falling off. I think Goomba will be taking this one. He's on pretty... I don't think Goomba's really messed up at all. Maybe like 256 pace? Can't really tell. Yeah, 56. Whew. That's the power of being warm on Rainbow Road. You can just pop out those sick times. I don't know. It is Goomba, so really any track that can happen for him. Alright, Baseball Kid's last chance to secure a second point. Get hype. Does he go Yoshi Circuit or Waluigi Stadium? Big decisions, big decisions. You already know. He is gonna go to Yoshi Circuit. However, I don't think that Goomba's even gonna go for the shroomless strat here. He's gonna play it safe. He just wants to really get as many points as possible. Shroomless only saving about 0.5 seconds. It's pretty risky, not too inconsistent. It's nowhere near as hard as the DDJ Shroomless. Like, not even close. However, that is a leg up that Baseball Kid will have, as I'm pretty dang sure that he will go for it. So if he gets it, that'll be a 0.5 advantage for him. Let's see here. And he gets it. Look at this early lead for Baseball Kid doing shroomless. Oof, so hot. Unfortunately, that early lead looking to turn into an early neck-and-neck situation. Goomba playing super solid. Regaining all that time lost from not doing shroomless. Like a madman. Even 0.2 ahead. The madman. This race still far from over, though. Baseball going in that grass. Having to hold that drip as well. This is actually a deceptively hard track to be consistent on. Like, it seems pretty straightforward and clear-cut what to do, but like nailing all the precise lines exactly all 3 laps, it's quite difficult. The Goomba just makes it look so easy. I don't even... I have no words. And this will do it for the match. Goomba taking it 12-1. Not really messing up at all, except for that one Shy Guy in Sherbetland and a couple other minor stuckages. But overall, very solid play from both players. Yo, how's it going, everyone?
Hey.
Hey.
Good race, and I felt both of you were playing super solid, to be honest. So let me think. So that mushroom bridge, what was going through your head, Gimba, when you got that stuck?
I was like, not again. I know this
It's like
happens
first
to me a
track, right?
lot. Yeah. I mean, basically my problem with Mushroom Bridge is that in the tournament I seem to always drop the mini turbo like right about there. Mini turbo right about there. So once I did it again, I was like, can I still save this? And then once I crossed the line, I saw how close it was. I thought Jacob was actually ahead. But I guess he hit a truck in lap 3 or something.
Yeah, that was a very close race. That lap 3 track, unfortunately, reared its ugly head for him.
Yeah, damn.
So also Baseball Kid, had you not fallen off an EDJ, were you thinking about like clutching out the shroom list to maybe beat Goomba?
No.
Okay. I was like, oh man, that'd be the clutchest moment of the whole tournament right there. But yeah, it's pretty tough. You have any thoughts on the match as a whole, baseball?
I think this is one of the best performances I've done in a one try.
I agree. It
And
was very
when
solid.
Goomba's beating my PR every other course, I got no chance.
Yeah, it's tough to compete with that. Was that Peach Peach the best in this league so far, Goomba?
I think it might be. Yeah.
107.4. Whew. That was a top 5 time I checked.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Beat Andreas.
I was okay. So I'm actually really happy with how I performed. Because I didn't get a lot of warm up time because daylight saving kind of messed me up.
Dang it, DST.
Yeah, so I was a bit spooked going into this match, but I did surprisingly well. I mean, of course, the Sherbet line shouldn't have gone that way.
Yeah, I mean, Shy Guys, that can always happen, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like even without it, I probably would have made that mistake. So, seeing as how the other tracks went, so yeah, GG's to baseball, man.
Thanks, buddy. GG.
Yeah, GG's everyone. So next up at 6 EST, it's going to be another Mario Kart Double Dash race between Rick Bick and Lothjohn. That should be a very good one.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned for that. This has been a good race, and I'll be commenting that one too. So I'll be right back, folks.